Okay, we're back into another round of Carta Magica's One Piece card game June online event 2024.
2044.
Round 5. And we're gonna we did see some cool matches. Got the starter deck 10 battle, got the Yvonne Koff on that last bit of round 4. And we also have Hayden from the Eggman, eggmanevents.com, baby. We're gonna see a little bit of something different. What are we gonna see?
We're going to see Perona versus Gekko Moria. So it's the battle of OP06, the battle of Thriller Bark. Before this format, I think that Moria was pretty understood as the better of the two. But with Sakazuki being banned, which I think was Perona's worst matchup in a lot of ways, and with Perona being able to interact with 4 costs pretty easily for stuff like Trafalgar Law, I think it's got a lot more legs than it used to.
Yeah, I do agree with that. It's a little bit weird, right? Like we kind of shifted towards our 2 prominent decks of Gekko Moria as well as Reprapala, and both of them really do focus on that 4 or less kind of area. In Perona's like, yeah, give me all of thems, and
Yes.
it's interesting
Those are
too.
The exact words.
Give me all of them. I've literally heard it from so many Perona players. If you don't believe it or not, and it's interesting too because Perona can play things like Kuzan and reduce the costs and a lot of things in black, and they can get rid of the things that are costed more than 4, or make them 4 and get to remove them. So things like Gekko Moria might be in trouble too.
Yeah, and there's kind of 2 builds for Perona. We don't know which one we're at right now, but generally it's either the Navy build or the Wano build. I think Wano gets a lot of support for next set, so you're close to being good for that one, but I don't know if it's quite there. I think most people have been playing the Navy for this format.
Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of cool Navy cards from Bochelino, Kuzan, from what I said before, and a number of other things. So I'm interested to see. I don't know if they're waiting on us because they don't have to. They could start.
I'll let them know. I'll let them know
for sure. Well, while he does that, I think it'll depend on who's going first or second. I think Perona probably wants to go second. I could be wrong on that one, but there's a lot of 4, 6s, etc. Even curved kind of things that they want to do.
Yeah, and we're going to play the baby 5, so definitely leaning to more of a, I'd say, Navy Don Quixote do Flamingo. There are a couple cards that exist for both archetypes, which makes it pretty strong to go for both. And we're going to go get the 10-drop Dofi, so he's coming in a couple of turns.
Yeah, not feeling good about that, especially since our leader effect from Gekko is pretty prominent and super useful, and we're going to see that right now.
All right, so we've got a good amount of Dawn. We're looking at what we're discarding, it looks like.
Think we're just swinging at that baby?
Maybe.
Or are we going to remove it?
The Absalom, Helmeppo, and Rebecca. And I think we're just going to play the Absalom without bottom decking anything. So a little bit unfortunate, but we have that. And then, again, Perona is just going to be able to rest that Absalom, either pressure it outright or play something like Ryuma.
Yeah, Ryuma is going to be a good one. Going to be getting value pretty much all over the place.
Yeah,
so we did rest it. I think we're swinging into it. Is that right?
Yeah. So now this is like the gamble. All right, are they going to play a Ryuma to get rid of it? Or are they going to play a like Porcelino otherwise? Like, it's kind of like what feels worse? And we're going to get the Helmeppo out of hand.
Honestly, you can do both. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, you can. So, like, if you swing into it and then they let it go, you just play Kuzan. If you swing into it, they counter out, then they have to play Rizuma, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it's just like you're saying, it gets a little sketchy, but our Perona player did not get the bait they wanted.
Yeah, and so I think like the worst thing about Perona is that compared to a lot of other, I'd say like black decks in the format, they're very good at putting cards into trash, which helps a lot of different effects, like the Cipher Pull stuff, like the Thriller Bark stuff. Meanwhile, Perona, any card you put in the trash, it's probably because you use like a Sabo 5 cost to get them there. It's very tricky for you to get the cards set up in trash, at least quick enough to like be able to play Moria on 8 and feel good with the cards you get out of trash for that. So I think that's like the one pivot point for the deck, is that you do have like some minor consistency issues just because you're not playing a lot of cards from the trash.
That is true. We're pitching a 10 cost, which is interesting. Hopefully we have an abundance of them in hand, because I feel like that's a really good card in this matchup, right?
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
We probably have a second one. Yeah, but it's very good because we can make it so their leader can't attack, so they don't get to play a card off their leader, which is part of the reason it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're going another 5 into Absalom.
Okay. Only 2 cards out of hand are in hand after this. Maybe another baby? Yep. So, we're using all of the rest of the Dawn for a Sabo, which makes sense. Protects our baby from being popped. Gives us another blocker. I'm just gonna keep going through our deck. Only a few cards in hand as it is, with 5 cards in our life as Gekko. So we're gonna have to pick up the pace sometime or another.
Yeah. I mean, but putting another Kuzan and a 2-drop Rosie into our trash is good. If we do have Gekko, being able to get Rosie and a Kuzan is pretty nice.
It's probably what the game plan is here, to keep a high life total, or at least like defend where we can, and then play Gekko, so that way we can kind of combat their Gekkos when it gets to that point. Which, by the way, he only has 3 cards in hand, so I mean, it's unlikely.
Yeah, they've been defending their board like this too. I'm just surprised that baby was played on the board. I mean, it can't get removed, but I don't know if it's what we want to do next turn.
Right. This is gonna be a little
another
awkward.
10-drop Dofi. Okay, we must have drawn like all of them. Yeah.
I feel like back to back 10-drop Dofis, that might be pretty good.
They feel great. Yeah, I will not deny, but this one's less hot.
2 of them in the trash now, so burning up somewhere.
All right, just a simple 6K block. They got 4 Dawn left. I mean, they can make a big 9 with their Absalom to get rid of it.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it, because any of the 4 costs you play, or you can likely get back with leader effect. So you have a pretty decent board here. I don't know.
I'd also would like be tempted to do like a 6 with Absalom and then like maybe a 6 with Helmeppo. Either I get rid of the Sabo or you gave me 2 cards in hand.
Right.
We're going for the guaranteed clear though. Yeah, that's fair.
We're just gonna get rid of it. Whatever 4 cost card we're gonna play was probably not gonna be worth it anyway.
Yeah. And so the other thing I'll mention is that this deck really kind of depends on finding Ryuma to be able to get out of these 4 costs for free. And we strictly have not seen that card.
Oh.
Which stinks.
Yeah, I mean, the Ryuma instead of the Kuzan, the time that we had that 4 Dawn anyway, would have been so much better. Because like if they remove it, all these 4 costs are just like losing value as they swing.
Yeah, and again, this is why I'm really surprised we played out the baby 5, because I don't think we're going to be able to have time to use its effect for a while.
Right. Time or opportunity. Okay, well, 2 more 5K swings on board with our leader, which we can get another one. I don't think we're quite at 5, so we can't Perona again. And we've got some protection in that Dofi blocker, or Don Quixote.
Yeah. That card's pretty removable, especially since we just gave them another Absalom for their trash. But I think biggest thing is that we did give them they're still at 5 life and they just don't have a lot of resources in hand. But yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, so no Moria from them is a good sign off the bat because it looks like they only have 9 Dawn, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 2 underneath leader, 2 to pay for the effect. So it's going to be a 7K. We're going to miss discard a Hogback, mill 2, which is a Helmeppo and a Hina. We're going to play out the Absalom, use the effect to get rid of the Rosinante.
Makes sense. We can probably swing life here. Or Kuzan, really.
Yep.
Start bullying that. Okay. Yeah. Sense. We're just gonna take this one. I mean, based on what we're been doing, like I feel like we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna take it. This is what I was saying before about Gekko, right? I was saying like it's really hard to starve them or like keep them at a high life total because they can just sort of operate as they can through their leader effect and the stuff that they play.
Yeah. All right, 1K off the Borso, and then they're going to play a Sabo, which generically Sabo is a pretty nasty card for us to get rid of, but I think Perona has more interactions than usual for this. So if we kept one of those Dofis, I know we got rid of 2 already, but if we have a third one, this is a real good turn for that.
Yeah, I think Dofi is going to be the play. We can Dofi pretty much all the stuff that's in rest. We can swing into the things that are rested. And then bait out the Sabo, which is probably not going to go anytime soon. And then the following turn, which I don't think we're losing the 2 life that we have or the game. Go into another Gekko.
Yeah, so I think we start attacking we go this 5 into something. I mean, we can stun all 3 things that are already there, but we can just attack with Moria, rest the Absalom, and then the rest of the other thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can swing in Moria. Like if your plan is not to 10 drop Dofi, you may as well just go ahead and swing Moria as well into the Absalom. If you want a Gekko, that's probably gonna be the best play. Then you can use Baby's effect and as well as get down a Borsalino or Kuzan after. So that way you don't have to really worry about too many of these weirdly costed things like Sabo. But I don't know. The Perona player is not inspiring confidence in their hand.
Yeah, I'd be real curious to see what their hand looks like if they were, because we found Dofi earlier. Yeah, okay, we're just
I think you do, dude. I think you just do that. You already pitched 2 Dofis, which either means you don't want to use them or you already had one in hand. You had all of them. So like, I don't know.
Which is a shame. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. My experience with this is that the 10 drops are hard to remove and they get a lot of value. But I mean, Moria is still like a good card. Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
All right.
That makes a little sense. This is gonna be really hard for them to get rid of this. Gekko plus Kid. Those are really good attackers throughout the rest of this game if they stay.
Yeah, I guess this is fine.
I'm okay with this. Like you only have 4 cards in hand though, so like pretty big swings can deter this plan a little bit. Especially since there's an Absalom in trash. Like we're just gonna get rid of this this Don Quixote pretty soon. Rosinante. Yeah, I mean I think that's just the play. You just swing big. Or just swing 8. I mean I think 8 is perfectly fine, and then just swing the rest on this Absalom.
Yeah, it's just like we know there's a 2K in hand, we know that Rosie's in there, but with so little cards in hand, we're probably fine.
I think you just swing 8, man. I don't think there's. You have. Okay, we're just putting everything on it. That's fine. I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
We're gonna put everything on it, and then we're just going to, no doubt, get rid of the Rosie with the Absalom that we kind of gave him back. I guess I don't know if there's like a third copy hanging out in trash already, but.
We did check the trash. We did ask Kaz Perona to check the trash, so we saw that. So I mean, I think I don't know that I would call it per se a misplay, right?
All right,
That's
and
a lot.
that's a lot of 2Ks.
Oh no, oh no.
All right, yeah, that card.
I think it's
Yeah,
the one
judge is there.
that's yeah, the judges in here. They're gonna fix that one, but pretty sure it's just gonna be the other card out on top.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Virgo got flipped down. Check the trash.
Yeah, they might want to check trash. They might want to check trash just to make sure that's
Yeah,
not.
because it should be 2 Virgos and Tashigi in there, right?
Yep, there is. And honestly, if they have any qualms, you can always just shuffle the deck too.
Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I thought that Virgo flipped.
It's
But
a replay. It's a replay.
It's in replay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's fine.
I thought like if I said it, it'd happen, but
All right. Well, we just changed the order of the trash, so that means
doesn't
nothing.
matter. Doesn't matter. Next time. Okay, well, now we're gonna have to figure out how we want to navigate this. We're gonna have to rest something, maybe swing into something. I feel like you don't waste the 9K swing on that. I feel because they don't really have that many cards in hand, so like you want to start with the smaller swings anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And as they grow a hand, you want to use that 9K swing for later. But I have another one at least.
Yep. There's another Virgo.
That was the one that went into the deck. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
5K. No Sabo block. Gekko Moria wants some cards in hand. 9K. Might get a block.
I mean,
might.
I guess so, right? Like if you're not afraid of losing, you don't have to like because you still have your resting effect, which could have gone rid of the Absalom, but
I mean, it's possible we have actual removal that time.
Yeah, but no, I mean, another Moria, it's very good, especially like when our opponent is playing Moria and they don't see it. Yeah, we're in a good spot.
Okay, this is interesting because this basically says like if you have reduction to get rid of any of my guys, Rosinante will protect it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rosie can protect an 8-drop. Right?
Yes, that's what I mean. So like if they want to get rid of the kid this way or that way, it'll protect that way. But I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, Gekko, like every time someone plays Gekko, it always shifts the dynamic of the game state for sure. like oh yeah, okay. Now you have 2 blockers and 2 9K swings. Well, 3, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, well, Perona being able to play big bodies while Moria on the other side hasn't been able to establish there. That's like a big tempo swing, which I think is gonna probably come to fruition pretty soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're cards in the end, and we're gonna go ahead and use the leader effect very carefully. We're gonna return a couple cards. We have Meppo and Syndra. Yeah. Gonna pop that. This is an 8K swing, I want to say, right? No reason not to be. Kind of awkward if we didn't have anything in hand. I know we had the Virgo from the baby 5 search, so there's that. And this next 8K swing is very likely going to be the Borsellino block. You know, the thing is that, like, I don't know if this is, like, quote-unquote bait or, like, a distraction. I mean, I guess Perona has no cards in hand at the end of the day. So, like, if you wanted to play Gekko, I guess that only gets so far. I don't know. I think I'm just thinking out loud at this point. 2 cards in hand, though.
Yeah, I had to see that thought process to the end. I was curious where you were gonna end that one.
It's just like I don't know, like they're just just swinging to this kid and playing into it. I feel like I guess the Rosinante really just kind of messed it up for him, right? Because like if you had
Mhm.
Gekko and got everything reduced and all the other jazz, could probably get a way to reduce it. Eats quite a lot, but you know.
For one, okay, we're gonna play Baby 5 once again, and I mean this is a good card, but like if it gets us a 10 drop, then like what are we doing, right? Oh, okay, Rosie's fine. Never mind. Immediately
It's pretty much
immediately rewarded. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much the card that's been the bane of Gekko's existence right now. Outside of the kid.
Yeah. So I think honestly, like we just kind of pressure board a little bit. We can get rid of both Absaloms
Mm-hmm.
and press face with Moria. I think Perona's in a good spot.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like what kind of turn will actually turn this around for Gekko?
Mm-hmm.
Like a back to back Gekko maybe, and like trying to keep their life up, but I don't know.
Yeah. And then I would use leader effect to get rid of the Absalom. Just to make it tougher for them to. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And then 2 9s, or it even could be 2 10s.
No, nines are fine. We have 3 cards in hand. I think nines are fine. And especially if you want to use like another Kuzan or a Borsalino. We know that we have a Rosie, right? So this next one could be a 10. Yeah. Next one could be a 10
Yeah.
and Rosie's next.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, hitting them down to 1. For 2 playing Rosie. I think the only better card I could see being played is like if they had Sabo, I think Perona wins on the spot, right? Like there's
Sure.
no way to defend any of this or do really anything to interact. We only have 1 card in hand, 1 blocker up, and the kid blocker or redirector. So
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be it for Moria on this one.
Unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you're a Perona player. Yeah, I really don't think there's really much to get get going as Gekko. You did get a few cards in hand, so you got some options.
Mm-hmm.
There's that, but at the end of the day,
Yeah,
you're staring down quite a lot.
I think the bigger unlikely thing is that somehow Perona was able to find twice as many, or two Morias. Meanwhile, our Moria players yet to establish a single one.
Yeah, it's tough.
All right, yeah. So we got what 13 minutes left in the round. This is their last turn. So because even like what if you like double Sabo, like what are you really doing? Like you might not lose next turn, but you winning gets I think even farther away.
Yeah, I think this is it. Fortunately, and it is crazy that we are also in this place with 2 Dofis and trash. Right?
Yeah.
We discarded those and had the confidence to say like we're just gonna play, you know, we're just gonna play the Geckos and we'll be fine, man.
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting. So we're still gonna get the Absalom down. Pop the Rosie.
Yep, and it's going to be a 9K at the
Kid.
Yep.
I mean, 2K says no, right? 2K says no.
If we have it, which we don't always have. But we
Eat your
did.
words. Eat your words.
Hey, I said nothing besides.
Eat your words.
All right.
Honestly, this was futile. This is futile because like you could have went 8, pop the thing, and get the 1 card out of hand. or go to 10 and then just be like, okay, well, at least I got the kid out of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we were using the 4 Dawn for.
Well,
Maybe like a Rebecca or something, but yeah, it looks like we're
I
conceding
was
and
just conceding, yeah.
we're trying to find those Morias.
I don't know where my Marios are, man.
Hmm.
I think you took all of them.
Yeah,
I
the Perona stole them away on their side of the board.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think if you went 8 and then Sabo after, I mean that's probably a little bit better as far
Yeah,
as the play goes. But I think it was just like Proto just like presented so many issues for Gekko Moria that he just didn't have the solutions for.
for sure.
So yeah, bit of a bummer on that one for Gekko Moria players, but Perona players rise up. Let's see. We have about 10 minutes plus overtime. A little under that.
Let me do some quick searching for some. If we do take a break, I would use the time to see which players are undefeated or what's undefeated because we'll have either 30 or 31 undefeated going
That,
to this next round.
that will take some time.
Oh, we got another Perona being played against Moria as well.
They win yet?
Going about as well for the Perona players last time,
Yeah.
but pretty close. Like the same thing. Like just no life to them having like 3 life. So
Gotcha.
doing well. We have Moria versus Uta being played. We have another Perona. Man, 3 Peronas. Whew.
Wow.
I am on the record saying if I was playing in this week or last week, I'd be playing Perona. So
That's fair.
it's cool to see that's doing well. And a Reiju versus Whitebeard on table 23.
That's interesting.
Maybe one of those will.
Yeah, we have the Black Veil Luffy versus Whitebeard as well.
Yeah.
Which is also funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to see. You said table 23, right?
Yeah.
Also table 27, which is, let's make a note. Let's put that in there. Yeah, let's go find out what the undefeated are.
Yeah, we're gonna most of the matches on the undefeated side I think are done. So I'm gonna go do that, and we'll have that going into the second half of this tournament.
Yeah, let's go do that. Probably 10 to 12 minutes, I would say, with overtime. So, if you guys have anything, put it in the chat. Press the like button if you're on YouTube, by the way, because that's the only way people actually will actually see the stream. And you have 15 minutes to do it. So if you don't do it, we just shut off the stream. Just shut off the stream.
Dang.
Just kidding. Carta Magica, don't say anything. Bye. We'll see you guys in a few minutes.